Welcome, Strategy Battle Gamers, to another GBHL YouTube video. You're here with your host, GBHL Damian.
And GBHL Tom.
And welcome to episode 51 of
The
Palantir. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
We're back.
It's Christmas!
It's Christmas Day.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
If our calculations are correct, this is going out on Christmas Day.
And what a present.
What a present. I love that you're on this YouTube channel on Christmas Day, hoping against hope for an episode of the Palantir.
This is an extended Palantir unboxing for you to unwrap on Christmas Day.
Indeed. Unwrap by clicking on that little button that says play. And here we come, beaming into your lives and your hearts.
Beaming, definitely.
Absolutely. So, yes, as promised, we are here on Christmas Day. We hope.
We hope, yeah.
It's
pretty much on you, isn't it? Really?
Teeny tiny spoilers, we're not recording this on Christmas Day. So, yeah, I know. They probably knew that. So, our hope is it goes up on Christmas Day. That's the plan.
That's the Palantir.
You've got to work the other words
All
into
right,
it. You can't just say that. You can't just use plan and then say tier at the end.
Okay.
But yes, we are here on Christmas Day. Merry Christmas. We
Merry
hope
Christmas.
you've got lots of lovely nerd treats.
Mm-hmm.
And we're here with something. Now, the difference about this week in the Palantir
Yes.
is that, as we said, this is pre-recorded.
It
Me and
is
Tom, despite what I think many people think is the situation, don't live together in a kind of Morecambe and Wise style. And so obviously we're not actually together over the Christmas break.
It
So
would be cool if we had kind of semi-matching pyjamas.
Semi-matching pyjamas, yeah, no, it'd be good. Yeah, we're not together over Christmas break, so we're recording this in advance, which means, as of right now, we do know that. We don't know who won the trivia.
No.
Yeah, from episode 50.
Because nobody's commented yet.
Yes, indeed. So there won't be won't be trivia this episode,
No.
and instead we will deal with the answers of episode 50's trivia in the next question, in the next episode, sorry. Indeed.
End of the trivia section.
Yeah, indeed. But what is there? By some magical wizardry.
There'll be a tea toast.
Indeed.
Here it is. Oh,
You
it's
got
all
that.
gone wrong. We're just doing some shuffling of the tea.
I've got the Mordor Jurassic Park mug.
I've got the Chris Murphy Little Miss Sunshine. So last time it was fitting for episode 50 that Ryan Ratchford, Anthem 39, had the tea toast, and he's passed it on to Ian Spiller.
Ian Spiller. That's a worthy
Yeah,
worthy
it's
winner.
to you, Ian.
It's to you, Ian. Lovely young man.
Yeah,
not
lovely
not
to
a
see
boy really
you.
anymore. He's
No,
sounding more and more adult and more
Yeah.
soon.
lovely to see you at the weekend.
The weekend 3 weeks ago, you mean?
Yeah. The weekend 3 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
at the league final, which was 3 weeks ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. Indeed, it was nice seeing that, although I can't remember that because it was so long ago now.
Yes.
Yeah. But that has gone to Ian. So Ian, as you're watching this, hopefully, on Christmas Day, be sure to pass it on. And you know the rules.
Yes, you'll probably know Ian from battle reports such as the Big Dun Landing one, Attack on Edoras, and from him smashing James's Angmar force
With his Shire.
Shire.
Yeah, absolutely. Strong work there. Why's your hat on backwards?
I didn't even realise.
Well, it says kiss me quick on the other side. Keep going. There we go, now move it out of your eyes. There you go. See, now the mistletoe's the right way around.
Yeah, but then it's covering my face.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So okay for that one. Spirit of Christmas. Are you having a lovely Christmas day, Tom?
Oh, it's superb.
Yeah.
Thank you for the great gifts.
That's alright. Rocks don't come cheap.
No.
So yeah, there is no trivia section, and obviously there's no comment review for the same reasons. So what the hell are we going to talk about?
Nothing. We have nothing.
See you next year.
I'm
hoping I could fade that to black and hope that somewhere someone hadn't looked at the length of the video, just for a minute. No.
I could do the old, was it BBC where they did the beep and they had the little
Scorecard.
Yeah.
What are we going to do, Tom?
We are going to do a review of the year.
Yeah. You thought it would be fun?
The Palantir review of the year.
Yeah.
Palantir.
See, that's how you do it. Smash it, seamless, mate. We thought it'd be fun to, do a kind of retrospective review. Normally our show's about an hour long, and we think we've got a few things to talk about, our top highlights and our lowlights and various...
Our mid-lights.
Yeah, dizzying highs and terrifying lows of the year of SBG.
Yeah.
In no particular order, really.
No.
But hopefully you'll then share your similar highlights with us.
And we're not going to do a 51-point bat rep.
No, which,
because you've not commented saying you want it.
You might have hated it.
Yeah.
But, so it probably means the next episode after this will be a giant mega comment review episode.
Indeed.
But so it's been a great year. Awesome year, 2015.
It has.
It's been nice spending time
We
with you.
started the year on episode...
So it was about 13.
Yeah, 13 of the Palantir, something like that.
So we've had about 37 episodes this year.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Missed somewhere in the region of 14, 15, something like that. But as we've said before, real life gets in the way, and we'll only do it when me and Tom can get together.
Indeed. So yeah, what do we want to talk about? Shall we talk about our highlights or wider highlights first?
I don't really mind. Why don't we work down our list?
Well, it's in a pretty illogical order.
Brilliant then. That's your illogical order, so why don't you... This is like essentially your comment review, why don't you lead the way?
Okay, well let's do a review of the Great British Hobbit League season first.
Okay, indeed.
So, don't know, do you wanna chat about that? Just give some context?
Of the season?
And then I can give some stats.
Well, you know more about it than me. There was 20 tournaments.
You were involved.
I was.
19.
19 tournaments?
Mm-hmm.
So like 1,400 pointers?
12.
1,200 pointers. It was a very exciting year because for something like the first 900 pointers, there were no repeat winners.
Yeah, and for context, 100 points is the amount of league counting points you get for winning the event. So a 100-point event, the winner gets 100 points, and then everyone below that gets a bit less. And then there are 80-point tournaments which don't award as much from a competitive side of things for the league.
Yeah. And it's very unusual to have, was it 9?
Yeah.
I think something like that. 9 different winners in the first one. So the league was wide open. Really, really wide open.
Yeah.
Until I think the tournament after that, when you started to get favourites.
So the 9 different winners were Ed Ball, Billy Fitzmaurice, Jay Clare and Dan Entwistle in the doubles.
Mm-hmm.
Me. James Long, Chris Murphy. Who's that? Kieran Street, James Clark and Jay Acharya doubles. James Braund, David O'Byrne,
Woo-woo.
Dave Nolan, Will Champion, and then Dave Nolan. Broke the trend, Dave.
Mm.
Shocking.
So a lot of first-time tournament winners there.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty exciting.
So yeah, over the these 19 tournaments, obviously people accrued league points, and a total of 186 people participated in the Great British Hobbit League, which is very cool.
That's pretty cool.
And I think had a slight, but it's about 95 people had their first ever event at the Great British Hobbit League tournament in last year.
Wicked. So we had 95 new faces.
Yes. Now some of them, maybe the odd few will have been old faces that have become, re-become new faces. Maybe like yourself, got back into the game after a hiatus.
Okay.
But yeah, 95 new faces.
Oh, great.
Which is cool. And well done to the top. So the top 10. Shall we go for top 5? Top 5 newcomers.
Yeah.
So the top 5 newcomers for 2015 were Luke Bilton in 5th place, Jay Acharya in 4th place, Josh Triffett in 3rd place, Stephen Denby in 2nd place, and Michael Romby in 1st place. So well done to all of you.
Oh, very nice. Stephen Denby, of course, being our very own Wobchicker.
Wobchicker. Indeed.
Jay Acharya.
Is
good friend, local boy.
20.
J22. Yeah. Who carried James to victory at our own Summer Stones tournament.
Indeed. So well done to all of you guys. But obviously, So Michael, who's the best newcomer, finished in 24th overall, but there were some...
So the new boys have still got quite a lot of catching up to do.
But yeah, there was some hotly contested spaces. Generally, I think people who were kind of competitive about it want to come in the top 10. That's it. I mean, there's a top 20 cut-off maybe and a top 10 cut-off. That's where competitive people generally want to be there or thereabouts, and obviously the podium places are very respected because they are the ones that get prizes and certificates. As you will probably see in a video, you recorded the review, league final prize giving.
I don't.
Someone did.
Don't know.
James did. James did. It'll be on James's vlog of the league finale. There you go. So anyway, last year, Ed Ball won the league, and he also won it in the first season. So first year it was Ed, then me, then you.
Mm-hmm.
Jamie was 4th. Last year it was Ed, then you, then Callum. Jamie was 4th. And this year, Jamie wasn't 4th.
Jamie wasn't 4th.
But anyway, in terms of where the host finished, coming in last place but also having played the fewest tournaments was James. He finished in a respectable 18th place overall. Jamie was next in 15th, then me in 14th, not 13th, sorry, got that wrong on the last episode. Billy pipped me to 13th.
Oh, lucky for some.
Yeah. And Damian got himself into the top 10 and came 7th.
Quite the dip in form.
Yeah, because you've come 3rd and 2nd in the last few years, so... Indeed.
It's an interesting thing though, isn't it, that I don't know how much particularly the international viewers will know that the league isn't, it's not necessarily a fair reflection of where everyone finishes isn't necessarily how good they are as a player, is it? Because it's one of those things that you have to go to win the league.
Yeah.
You have to go to a lot of events to compete.
I would say that anyone in the top 30 could beat anybody else in the top 30.
Yeah.
If they were trying with a competitive list.
You're a good example that you went for the win in 2013, came very, very close, came 2nd, and then haven't really competed as such.
No.
Haven't brought your optimum armies for the last 2 years.
No.
Last year, myself and Jamie were really pushing for it.
Yes. This
year, we both brought some levels of filth, me particularly from the second half, but for the first half, I was taking fluffy stuff and not really trying. And I think, then you obviously, you make that decision.
And that shows in the results overall.
Yeah, and it does, you pick your tournaments, right, I want to compete at this one, I don't want to compete at this one. And the reality is, if you want to win the league, which is an incredibly hard thing to do, then you've got to be willing to kind of almost commit to a year of...
Exactly.
But we should say huge congratulations.
Yeah. So yeah, I was just going back onto that point. I think my aim now is trying to get into the top 10 whilst bringing non-optimal lists as a challenge. But yeah, congratulations. I guess we could give everyone in the top 10 a shout out.
We could do the top 10.
So in 10th place, well, unlucky missing out just on the 10th place. So this time it's usually David Reed who just misses out, but this time it was Mr. World Champion who did win an event.
Do you not now need to say who was unlucky and just missed out on 11th place?
That was Camille Demansky.
No, who missed out on 12th?
I've already said Billy Fitzmaurice.
So you could go on forever.
And it's me. They already know down to 15th, that's Jamie. In 10th place is Joe Wilcock. So congratulations, Joe. And he made it into the top 10 by attending the fewest tournaments of those in the top 10.
So again,
only 6.
Arguably, his result is better than several people above him.
Yeah.
Because it means he's
exactly.
been more efficient.
Exactly.
This is what the league doesn't always show, I think.
Yeah, so he's only been to 6 events. He was 33rd in last year's league and he's jumped up to 10th place, so good effort. 9th place, Sam Jeffrey, who was in the running in the first year for the league until the last few events. He finished 5th Last year, 5th in the first year, 20th last year, and this year he is 9th, so well done, Sam. In 8th place, David Reed is in the top 10, which he's very pleased about for the first time. He's finished 15th and 11th previously.
Can I ask, if David Reed lost 10 league points, what position would he be in?
He would be in 9th. He would still be in the top 10.
So he came. So 3 highest, 9 dice got him a position.
Yeah, you in 7th place. Obviously, but if you'd gained 10 points, would you have gained 10 points if you'd won that game?
I would get no, Tom. I would have gained 10 points if I'd have rolled a 5 or 6.
Yeah. Okay.
I would have. I mean, it's on that roll.
Okay. You would have jumped to 4th.
Really? 4th. That's quite a jump.
That's quite a jump.
9 dice, 3 highest.
Damian was 7th. Can't take that away from him. In 6th place was James Braund, who's been remarkably consistent. He's been 7th, 8th and now 6th in the league. Chris Murphy was a big mover. He's been 50th, 58th and now 5th.
Can't believe you just called Chris Murphy a big mover. Bigotry knows no end.
Oh dear, so well done on 5th, Chris. He won the Desolation of Stockport.
Tom's computer just died if you had that panic.
Yeah. In 4th place was James Long, Lord of Middle Earth.
So James Long also won the important race for 4th, which was between me, James Long and James Braund.
And Chris Murphy.
Yeah, I think because Chris could get to 3rd, it was the 3 of us that could only finish 4th.
Yeah.
And at the league final, and James Long won that as well as
He did indeed. Then in 3rd place, Dave Nolan. Congratulations to you. 2nd place, Ed Ball this time. And I should say that 3rd place, Dave, was 393.3 points overall out of 400. 2nd place was Ed Ball with 393.4 points. And then winning with 393.5 points. It was that close between the 3 of them. Jay Clare.
Well done, well done, Jay.
So, yes, congratulations.
We have a new champion.
We do indeed. A new champion, which is well deserved. I mean, he did take some rather unique lists early on in the year. And I would say all Chariot Army, but it did have 2 Fell Beasts he brought to Sutton. And an all half troll, or mostly half troll army. So Jay is kind of known for relatively unusual lists, yeah. But it was really his Lake Town army, backed up by Saruman, Galadriel and...
Pay to win.
Pay to win Lake Town.
I don't know if it's the first time, it started very early at the doubles, I remember, with me and Billy, and him and Dan had it there.
That was a militia one though, wasn't it?
It was a militia army, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that was the early, run out of that build.
But yeah, congratulations to Jay. I think overall for the season, the highest average points, so I guess who was consistently good. Ed, I think, was 1st, then Chris Murfitt, and then Jay. But what that doesn't really tell you is those times when people like Jay brought their non-optimised list, i.e. the Lake Town list or things like that.
And it also, again, doesn't tell you when the major competition, as it were bringing less optimal lists.
Yes. But, I mean, those 3 often do very well at events. I mean, it's true to an extent.
Also, so, if anyone doesn't know, the 393.3, 393.4, 393.5, that's not a position in a tournament.
No.
Like, 0.1 isn't... I mean, what was the most? Stockport?
Yeah.
Which were the difference in the Stockport numbers were what?
Stockport 2nd place. So 1st place got 100 points, 2nd place got 98.7, 3rd place 97.4.
So 1.3 was the smallest
increment
between a position at a tournament.
Mhm.
And the difference over the course of a year was 0.1. A 13th of the smallest increment you could get.
It's crazy.
I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
So which means that like at any tournament, if I don't know, one of the ones that Jay had won had one more person. Dave Red could have won. One of the ones that Jay had had one less person, he would have won by a much bigger margin. Those sorts of things. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's just the way the scoring works. I mean, what happens is you divide through 100 or 80, depending on what type of tournament it is, by the number of attendees, and that's the increment between each slot to a minimum of 25. But that is changing next year.
It is.
We have a Great British Hobbit League committee for the league, and that includes all of the TOs for all the events, and we had a vote, and it's now changing to 100 for first, 95 for second, and 90 for third. Then it goes into the dividing stuff below that, so that theoretically it should be decided on who's done podiumed the best.
It will be decided on where you come in the tournament
rather than how many people go to the event. Well,
which I certainly voted for that change. I'm a big fan of that.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see if that produces an exciting
finish next year. Because you do get these crazy things. I'm not saying anyone could actually influence it, but whoever's chasing the tournament, whoever's second or third in the league, they have an incentive to encourage people to go to the tournament to help them.
Bad thing.
It's not a bad thing, but it's a strange. I never really understood that you should be able to help your chances by that. You know.
I mean, I think the original reason for having the dividing through is that, let's say you have a small local tournament, that it would seem odd if you had 10 people playing an event and there weren't any big names, as it were, and they're getting 195, 90, these big scores for.
But that again doesn't.
But that's not going to happen anymore.
And it also doesn't particularly trouble me because they would do that for their one event, and then have your 100 points, and you're very welcome to it. And then over the course of the year. But anyway, that is a big change. So that was is that your stats done for the league?
Probably.
No, you're a big fan of your stats.
Yeah. I guess that'll do. So anyway, there we go. That was the Great British Hobbit League season. So
I think it's only fair to ask Tom, of the many tournaments you attended, what was your favourite this year?
I think that we can exclude Nova.
It was our favourite tournament in the British Isles.
Yeah, because Nova was awesome. Of course, we've talked about it a lot. We did well.
I'm sure it'll come up as a highlight of the year.
Yeah, with me accepted. We did journey vlogs. And we wouldn't. One that we attended and didn't run. I mean, it's always tempting to say the one you won. But I think my favourite event for the feel of it, it was cool being at the Redesolation of Stockport with so many people, international people over. That was cool. I'm just trying to think, because there's been so many. My favourite new venue was Sutton.
Cool.
Going to the church there, that was really cool, and I won something there as well, so I guess that's another vested interest. But those two were very cool, and I always enjoy going to Titans as well. I enjoy all the tournaments, but I think. Well, you tell me. I'll decide once you've said yours. Give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, I think you mentioned some good ones. Obviously, I didn't go to Sutton myself. I was so pleased that it turned out how I wanted it to. I absolutely loved the return to Rivenstead. Sam Page's one dayer.
Yeah.
It was an 80-point tournament towards the end. I thought that was such good fun. I took my Battle of Five Armies force. I had 5 great games, tons of fun to use. A great fluffy tournament, and managed to win the best themed army there. So I got some cool prizes as well, and sneak second somehow. And that was great because you do well with an army you don't expect to do well with. And I think those kind of victories are always, whenever I go to tournament with the Farrakas and I win a fair few games, I do all right. It's not a surprise, but it's not as much of an achievement. Whereas taking the fluff list and using people like Bard and Bilbo and Thranduil and it was just cool.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that a lot. So I liked that one.
Yeah, I enjoyed the league finale as well because of the tension for where people would finish. That was really cool, and I thought it was a great atmosphere all weekend. I also really enjoyed it because I took, on the first day, my good army was the dwarves plus Bilbo in barrels, well, Thorin, Dwalin, Bomber and Bilbo, and Tauriel, Legolas and some elves, Palace Guard and Mirkwood Rangers, and I used a scatter dice to show where the barrels were going, rather than playing fully tactically, which I thought was good fun. And then I had an all-mounted warg list, which kind of brought the year round circle for me.
Oh, of course.
Because the first tournament of the year, are you checking it's recording?
Yeah.
I would have killed you if it wasn't.
Sweet.
That's
sweet.
Yeah. You heard it here first. The first tournament of the year was great because I took all wargs. And that was at Titans. What was it called, that one?
It wasn't Shadow Sorcerer, was it?
No.
I can't remember.
It's that long ago. But anyway, that was a cracking event as well. And we'll probably touch on that on... Yes.
I also loved the Mansfield doubles, where I went with my doubles partner Billy Fitzmaurice.
Yeah, because I couldn't make it. Where was I for that one?
That was the reason I didn't tell you.
Okay.
That was wicked fun because we took, it was it 1,000 points? I think it might have been 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And we took Thrall, Thrain, Thorin, Balin, Dwalin and 50 dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an awful army.
Yeah.
It has no casters, no shooters, but it was so much fun.
Yeah.
And that's, we embraced the spirit of Dubakar and spent every game running, screaming towards the enemy, and did, I think, surprisingly well in it. It was, it's mainly for the joy and the fun of it. But we managed to beat the team that won it, which was Jay and Dan's Lake Town Filth.
Mm-hmm.
We managed to beat, in one of surely the greatest victories of our time, we beat Ed and Sam's Hobbit army at Hold Ground, and we won it something like 15-6 when they had 50 models left on the table. That's a, you think about that, that's a hell of the dwarven ring around the objective. Stood strong.
Don't die.
Yeah. But that whole tournament was great fun. I really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
It's always nice playing doubles. So I think for me one of those ones that Sam's Return to Riverstead, and like you say, of course, when I managed to win the was it the best event in forever, the 2-day East Grinstead. Yeah. Winning that, you feel pleased, and I felt like I had a very tough draw in that tournament. So that was a good, serious achievement,
Yeah. So achievements for the year. That was something we had listed.
Won a tournament?
Yeah. So I guess what prizes did you win over the year? Do you remember?
What, at tournaments?
Yeah. So you won.
No, not really. I won one.
Which was?
I think the best event in forever.
Yes.
2-day at East Grinstead. Yes. Making my 3rd East Grinstead victory. Yeah. Which I'm quite proud of.
It's like a home game for you.
Yeah, that's my home turf.
Yeah.
I won best themed army, as I said recently.
East Grinstead.
I think I won a best painted miniature at Slayer this year for Thrall.
Yeah. Yes.
I think that was this year.
Yes, correct. And you'd won that previously for Biffa.
Biffa, yeah.
But that was last year. Good haul.
I finished 2nd at Return to Riverstead.
Yes.
I think I might have finished maybe 2nd or 3rd in 1 or 2 others, I'm not sure.
You finished 2nd at Stockport with your...
Oh, with my elves, yeah. Elves. That was quite cool.
Yeah, very good. For me, I won at East Grinstead, and that was... What was that one called?
Unlikely. Unlikely.
What do you mean unlikely?
That was unlikely.
Yes, it was unlikely. That was with Bolg, Gundabad Captain, Hunter Orc Captain, Gundabad Orc, 2 warbands of Gundabad Orcs.
In what I remember being a horrendously filthy tournament.
Hunter Orc Army, Hunter Orc Warband, Hunter Orc Warband. Yeah, that was outstanding. And I played Thranduil twice, with his terror bubble, which was horrendous for my Courage 2 and 3 army. But anyway, that was outstanding. I don't think that I did not podium again after that.
Again, it's like we were saying at the start, you weren't trying.
Yeah.
Well, I think you did mightily well to win that one.
Yeah, that was an amazing thing for me when I didn't think I'd come near to winning a tournament this year. I also won a wooden spoon, and that was the tournament before. My first 2 tournaments were wooden spoon win.
It's good, strong.
And that was with the old wards, which was great, but I got that Gollum toy that you've probably seen on the Palantir for that, and a cool Invisible Bilbo prize from Titans, which was cool. A little trophy thing. And I also won at Sutton, which was Ed and Owen's tournament, the best painted miniature. Oh, banner miniature, which was Gamling with his Royal Standard of Rohan, which was, and again, that was a great trophy, a glass trophy for that. And I think that's it. Did either of us win any most sport? Oh, I won most sporting as well at Titans. With the wall class. Yeah. I think, yeah.
Cool.
Did you get any most sportings over the year?
I don't think I won one this year. I came close a few times. I don't think I won one.
No, don't.
Didn't take enough walks.
No, you didn't win one. Cool. So then, I guess, what was the favourite tournament you ran this year?
Indeed. We're going to, period of it, we're talking, I guess, about kind of highlights of the year or something. But, we ran our first tournament.
We did.
7 Stones, which was awesome, I think. Like, for us, I don't mean the quality of the tournament, but it was good to get in on that and see what the experience was like. I think it went well. People seem to enjoy it. Yeah. And I can't believe how much people got into the spirit of it.
Indeed.
We said it a million times, but the highlight for me was that for no reason whatsoever, nothing imposed by the rules pack, we didn't have a single shame in there.
No, yeah, I thought the atmosphere was great over the weekend, and the armies that people brought and the effort people put into that, and people dressing up as well was brilliant.
And like James Bond, 7 Stones will return. Do you have our dates?
I'm sure James Bond returns.
James Bond will return, yeah. Probably, hopefully to 7 Stones.
I do have dates. Well, if you want dates for any of the Great British Hobbit League events for 2016, go to the Great British Hobbit League Facebook page, go to the pin post, and under there should be a schedule for the entire year, which needs to be updated, and hopefully is updated by this time to include the Games Workshop event, Throne of Schools.
Whoop whoop.
That was some filler for me to find it, and I have now found it. The date for our event is the May bank holiday, so it's the 28th, 29th of May. No, 29th and 30th, because it's the Sunday, Monday.
Right.
Rather than the Saturday, Sunday. It's the Sunday, Monday of May.
And we haven't by any means finalised the rules pack, but early discussions have been it's going to be quite similar, I think.
Yeah,
like
I guess
doubles.
we can decide whether we want to do the Arena of Champions or maybe a Chaos and Elder inspired thing, but there'll be one, it'll be a group stage, and then at the end of day one, after the group stage is done, there'll be one sort of fun game like the Arena of Champions, maybe Chaos and Elder, and then the knockouts on day 2.
Yeah. It'll be doubles again, probably the same points, with some awesome prizes again.
And probably a limit of 24 teams.
Yeah.
Just because of the space in the hall, and because we'd have to go up in multiples of 4 every time.
So yeah, we'll be doing that again. Thanks to everyone who came along, and hopefully we'll have another big turnout there.
Indeed. Favourite Hobbit experience of the year then?
I think it's a bit obvious, but Hobbit experience.
I've gotten over it by now.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, I like it.
I've been practicing since last week.
Yeah. It's kind of got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Whatever else you did in the year, the fact that we went to Washington DC for 5 days to play with toy soldiers
Thank you,
incredible.
Thank you so much to the GCHL guys for suggesting it, for organising it, for having us over, for being hospitable, and for making my work colleagues think that this is a real thing, like an Olympic sport.
I've had exactly the same thing. That way people are like, everyone's like, oh, you play with it's war game. Oh, okay. And it's like, I was in America. I was like, what, on a holiday? And I go, no, we flew out. People invited us out. I go, what?
Yeah.
And that was cool, and it was nice to. I think they're all mad to do this, but to be treated like royalty out there, and we shouldn't be, and we're just a few geeks over here in England, but everyone was so lovely over there, and made us feel so welcome for those sort of 4 or 5 days, and it was just insane.
I mean, to be fair, Donald Trump would have allowed us in.
Yeah, absolutely, because we all know that he is a.
Yeah. So whilst the news is full of an idiot American, the Americans that we met were outstanding.
I remember getting there, and the next morning, waking up because we shared the hotel room.
We did.
And obviously we're used to going to tournaments together, but we're not used to travelling to different countries together. And I remember waking up and walking to the window, jet lagged, and staring out going, why in God's name am I in Washington DC with you?
Yeah.
Like, this can't be real.
I remember on the plane together in that row of 4 being like, this is just utterly bizarre.
Yeah, like people you hadn't, I suppose before we probably met in some combination 4 years ago, maybe now, 3 years ago.
Preston was the first time James arrived. So Preston, but
October,
Jamie wasn't.
2 years ago.
Jamie wasn't there then.
2 years
So I
ago?
can't remember when the first time all 4 of us were together.
Maybe it's just over 2 years then.
Wait, I've got the spreadsheet.
Oh, that's exciting. You've got a spreadsheet for every time anyone's met.
This is going to be too much effort.
I think that would have been right, wouldn't it?
2013, Preston, and then after that was Stockport.
That was the first time we met James then.
So it must have been that Stockport event in 2013. Jamie was there. Was James there?
So yeah, people that we'd met, and that obviously that wasn't 2 years ago at the time. People we met under 2 years ago. I know you do this with girlfriends and stuff, but like going away with 4 mates.
Yeah.
Like just on this crazy kind of punt of a holiday. And just incredible.
Indeed.
And the whole experience about it, of being out there and being in the hotel and stuff, and so surreal. And of course we smashed it up.
Yeah.
You know, obviously slightly more than me, but winning the doubles.
Yeah,
for
that was huge.
For England and GBHL South, and then of course myself deferring to you and finishing second in the singles, and outstanding Nova champ over there.
Took a competitive army.
Taking first and second for England and GBHL South.
Yeah.
And of course, congrats to James for coming third and Jamie for coming. Was it like 5th or 9th, depending on how you spell it?
Yeah, 5th, but there were quite a few joint faults.
But I think we kept the British end up.
We did indeed.
And I think we did our bit.
But yeah, it was lovely to meet you all, and yeah, as always, special thanks to Devin, Walker, and Rob.
It's great to have those back reps as well.
Being brilliant hosts, yeah.
There's still
and to Warlord for giving us the mug.
Yeah, there's still 2 to come. It depends quite.
The other 2 was outstanding
from
from what I've seen in the works.
Thanks. Whether I've got my computer back. My computer's in for repair at the moment, which is why I haven't been able to finish these. There's still 2 more Nova back reps to come, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that was spectacular. You've got the staff that's now up on your wall.
I do. You saw it.
I did.
It was
very
heavy.
cool. It's very heavy.
It's a big metal stick.
Yeah, with a little funny bit at the top.
Yeah. Which you will probably see whenever Damian comes around to Bicester next and we film something there.
So yeah, Nova, well done.
Yes.
Thank you.
Was outstanding.
Was brilliant. Would recommend to a friend.
Would recommend.
Would go again.
But yeah, I guess
just saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess next year Ardicon is probably going to be the Nova of 2016 in a way.
I hope not. I don't want to go to Manchester. I want to go to DC.
In that it seems like a lot of international Hobbit players will be descending on Ardicon. Hopefully, international people will be descending on horrendous schools as well for Warhammer World. So, yeah, all of that to look forward to next year. And if you have been living under a rock and don't know about Throne of Schools, or don't know about Ardicon, or don't know about any of the other tournaments in the GBHL schedule, then get on it and have a look. Okay, still on tournaments, what is your favourite game of the year?
Probably Hobbit strategy battle game.
Brilliant.
I think you. Boggle? It's not Boggle, is it? He's in the office.
What?
Gareth's got the toys. Bring the toys, yeah. What are the toys, Gareth? It's not Boggle, is it?
Top trumps.
You'll never win. Still be fun though. Top game of the year, that's
yeah.
This is at a tournament.
Yes. Yes.
I loved playing Dave Egan's Smaug at Redestination Stockport. I mean, obviously I managed to kill it, but that was first time I'd ever played Smaug.
Mm-hmm.
It was I was out of the tournament, so there was nothing resting on it.
Yeah.
It was a fun game, played with fun spirits, and it was cool. And yeah, I killed Smaug.
Brilliant.
That was pretty awesome. Enjoyed that.
Good.
You got one?
It's hard to pick a favourite, isn't it?
I had a fantastic game against Callum, Far Brother.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of these, but at a Mansfield tournament when we played Contest of Champions, which is traditionally whoever's got the weaker hero gets killed immediately in the middle, and then the game goes on. And we had Durbers versus an Uruk captain, and it was something like an hour and a half of the 2 hours before one of them died. That game was spectacular from start to finish, and I scraped a win at the end. But that was brilliant. That was really good fun.
Yeah, we did a tournament review for that, and that reminds me, I've one more award to my list, which was the Winlance win.
He stole it
from us by killing more with my leader, more enemy leaders and monsters with my leader, and I must.
It has to be with your leader.
Did it not? Oh yeah, it was just killing them. But I needed to thank David Browning, who brought loads of monsters in the game against me. He had a Troll Chieftain and a Nazgul, and killing them got me lots of victory points towards that. Top game is really tough. I had 2 games against you that were very good. One game that could be up there is the one where I beat Ed to win the tournament. Not that it was the funnest game of the year. I'm not saying it wasn't fun, but that was just outstanding because I didn't expect to win. And had some outstanding courage rolls throughout the game that helped me along the way. But yeah, we had a really tense one at that tournament where Bold got up and killed Thranduil after being shot off his warg.
Getting rid of his nature's wrath.
Yeah.
And then I killed the banner bearer.
Yeah, in the last turn to draw. And then we had a really good game at Stockport when Theoden choked and ran away at death.
That was
to swing it to you.
Yeah.
But you had a cheeky nature's wrath to then jump over me to get your Palace Guard off the board.
That was good.
So they were good. Trying to think whether I have a standout favourite game.
I just got this feeling that I've said a couple of times this year that was one of the best games I've ever played. And I think Callum's was one of them. And I'm sure there's been others, and I just can't.
Yeah, it's hard to recall. Had an outstanding game at the last tournament, final game against Harry Moore, where on the last turn I had a warg against a Glathrim Court and a Glathrim Court banner bearer in combat, and it was a hold ground style ending, and for me to win, the warg had to kill one of these 2. If he didn't, then it was a draw. And the Palace Guard and the banner bearer rolled a 6 and a 5. That's what Harry rolled. But the 6 was on the banner guy, so it was only a 5, and then he re-rolled with the banner and didn't get the 6. So if I got a 6, I won the fight. And the warg got a 6, which was huge. And he needed a 5 to kill, and he got a 4. So if he got the 5, it would probably be up there as like best moment ever.
Yeah.
Ward kills and wins the game, but as it was just a fantastic game. Yeah.
Into a here's a segue.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's not a tournament, but another game that I absolutely loved playing in was the As an Old Bazaar Battle Report of issue 2.
Indeed.
Where I played against Sam Page, and that's of course documented in issue 2
Plug.
of this. Yeah, and here comes the surely segue to a highlight, releasing issue 2 for us.
Yeah.
This was awesome. Seems
Was
like a long
indeed.
time ago now. April, I think.
Yeah.
Stockport.
Yeah.
We managed to release issue 2, so 8 months ago. Thank you so much. This is obviously a large part of our kind of hobbying year, working on the
Yeah.
magazine. It's always nice kind of sitting here now with it completely finished.
When did we do that bat rep? When did we?
It was sort of February time.
Yeah, it must have been.
But yeah,
Yeah, that was a fun battle report. I don't know how long it took us to play it out. A few hours.
yeah, it's a good few hours, like 4 hours or something.
Because we're also, as we were going through, taking photos to then later reset up and
Yeah.
shoot.
But this was, I think, where we feel like we found our feet with the magazine. Of like kind of the photography and getting some terrain made and getting some custom models and stuff.
We finding our feet.
We finding other people with feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nice
way to put it.
Yeah. But thank you to everyone who helped it. Would you have feet? Would you like to help? But you know, it is important that we do keep saying a huge thank you to everyone who supports this project and keeps it going. Particularly at the league final. I know the third one's taken a while to come out, but the league final, a lot of people were just being lovely about it and being really, really supportive and very friendly and chatting about it. And it does mean well.
Pretty much, I think everyone there had at least a copy.
So this, absolutely hands down, from a pride point of view, is up there as a highlight for me. Yeah. There's a nice little thing I want to say thank you to someone for, which was this. I don't know if you've actually shown this on the channel, I can't remember. Yeah. This little thing. Some of you will have seen this at a tournament, but this is an SBG issue 2 objective marker that was made by Mr. Chris Young.
It's outstanding.
It's outstanding.
He made it. He needed 7 objectives at the 7 Stones against the event that we ran. He already has 5, which are Lord of the Rings, 3 books, Fellowship, 2 Towers, Return of the King, The Hobbit, and The Silmarillion. So he added 2 more, which is SBG issue 1 and SBG issue 2.
And he gave them to us as presents at the end, which is lovely.
Lovely gesture.
So thank you, Chris.
I have the issue 1, and I use it at every tournament now.
And it's just not, you know, people again just been so lovely about the whole project, so thank you for that. As you're watching this, it'll be another 2 weeks on, and the third one is coming and will be out March, April time, hopefully.
Yes.
And I will undoubtedly be a hobby highlight of ours for
I guess it's maybe a bit of a disappointment for our year in that we didn't manage to get issue 3 out.
Lovely segue.
But
I would absolutely agree. It's disappointing. It's the biggest disappointment that we weren't able to release it when we wanted to. It's the first, we've always said it will be ready when it's ready.
Absolutely.
And this one I think is the first one where we had to go, it's not ready, we need to push it back. Yeah. And no one objects, everyone's lovely about it, but we are sorry for making people wait. Yeah. But we promise it'll be worth it.
Yes. Okay. We've still got lots to do. We've got 2 more tournaments though. One's favourite moment of the year, worst moment of the year. We have
favourite moment of the year, killing Smelg.
Okay, done.
In a tournament.
Worst moment, 9 dice, 3
9 dice, 3 dice.
Smashed it.
Smashed it.
Mine favourite moment was Haldir, Defender of Helm's Deep, dying again, but then as he died, killing Shagrat Warleader with his final blow when they'd been fighting the entire match that started on turn 1 with Haldir shooting his 1 shot, his Defender of Helm's Deep into Shagrat, and Shagrat just making a beeline for him. Worst moment of the year.
It's got Theoden Snake Eyes.
Theoden Snake Eyes, definitely.
To lose a game.
Disaster. Yeah. It's not as bad as Aragorn failing his courage test that time against Callum.
Last year's worst moment.
Yeah. Always courage tests.
And didn't you say actually, what about your game against James Long in East Grinstead?
Oh,
where you said in the last turn the Goblin King, or you needed to kill one guy and
in
you
the
never
last
won a
turn,
priority or
I
something.
lost every single roll off in that match, and it was still mightily close.
It was a battle, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was an outstanding game. That's one of my favourite games of the year, and that's saying something given it was against James's filth. But James is a lovely man, and has somehow won most sporting with his Reavers. So that kind of tells you what kind of guy he is.
I had a great game against James Long at the league final. He was, I think he was really off his game though. He just kept making all these weird mistakes. And he was meant to be a good player, you know. He just kept marching stuff forward. And I don't know if he was drunk or something, but yeah. So I just sort of responded. So James, you know, sort it out, mate.
Yeah.
I'm going to get criticised by people who weren't there and don't understand in the comments for being mean about that.
So yeah, there we go. I think that's it from a tournament perspective. So yeah, we've got to come best painted model of the year from our perspective, top videos that we've been a part of, top videos we've not been a part of from on the channel perspective, and because GW were releasing stuff for the Battle of Five Armies, we wanted to review what our favourite release was from them. So that's what we've got left to do.
Okay.
What do you want to start with?
Favourite model, favourite release?
Smaug.
Yeah, Smaug's like no.
I think Smaug wins, yeah.
Yeah, best release because Battle of Five, it's not this year, it's the last 12 months.
Yeah.
Battle of Five Armies releases. So, yeah, it's got to be
Smaug.
I mean, but let's...
If we gloss over Smaug,
yeah.
If you can do. And
so from the Battle of Five Armies...
There are some stuff that obviously is in last year, that is in, not in 2015, but we're kind of looking at, you know, in 2015 we had the full Battle of Five Armies release overall, finishing with Radion Eagle and the Vanquishers. Favourite model from the Battle of the Five Armies? I don't know. I really like Thranduil on Elk once he's on the Elk and you've got the Shadow and Flame antlers, and that would be up there. But his face, the face of the Thranduil is slightly off, so it probably wouldn't quite win. I do really like the Bard.
On foot.
On foot running is really good, or mounted. The Mirkwood Captain's really good.
Captain's great.
Mirkwood Armoured Captain's really good. I like one of the militia. I like the Militia Bowman. I thought that pack was great, but my favourite would have to be the Champions of Erebor release.
All of them.
All of them, but if I had to pick favourite, I would say. Oh, I don't know. The obvious choice, Bilbo Thorian.
Bilbo's not the best. Master Burger's not the best.
No, but as a little pack, you get Bilbo and Thorin. Oh, I've got my converted version. It's really good.
Well, we're going to bring it up.
You are.
I'm going to say it. Norrie's my favourite, the Champions of Erebor. Norrie's a great model.
But anyway, I think the Champions of Erebor as a whole were probably the best release.
I think Bolg on foot.
Oh yeah, Bolg was in that.
Bolg on
foot's awesome.
Is one of the best. Is my favourite model from that range.
That's a good shout.
I think from that release.
Tis a good shout.
Bolg on foot, and then I really like Norrie. I think Norrie looks great. But yeah, I think the Mirkwood Armour Captain.
Yeah, that's good.
He's unique amongst those three for me, in that he's something I've painted.
Segue to what's the best painted model that you've done this year?
So the proudest achievement painting wise, I guess.
Yes. White and gold or blue and black?
What, the Bretonian Archer?
Yeah.
Yeah. To give it a topical colour theory. I was thinking about this. I scanned back down through my hobby vlogs, which are very handy because they have new title we've painted.
Indeed.
And I was kind of surprised. I know I haven't been painting a lot this year. I'm surprised by how little, relatively few heroes I've done, because I've obviously painted, by my standards, a lot of troops.
Yeah.
Doing all those elves and taking a lot of time over them. So that I'm pleased with them as a force. They're definitely better painted as warriors, but they're not the standalone model. I was thinking Thor, maybe Bold.
Yeah.
Turns out I painted both of them at the end of October last year.
So, no go for you.
So for me, it ended up coming down to 2 models, which I was very happy with how they turned out. One which was, I think, not a surprise that I painted necessarily, and one definitely was. The one which was a big surprise that I really enjoyed was this guy, who is Haldir. You've obviously seen on a hobby vlog. This was my old Haldir that I painted up for the Lothlorien scenario in our Fellowship of the Ring campaign, which I was really pleased with how he came out. Nice to paint an old kind of metal Lord of the Rings model in some kind of different colours. And the second one, who would probably win it for me, I think, is this dude, my new Saruman, who I was very, very pleased. Can he actually go there? Is it going to like that? It is going to like that. I was very, very pleased with how he came out and his colours and stuff. And I painted a Saruman a very, very long time ago, and hadn't done a new one in a while. So I was very pleased with how he came out. So I think Saruman probably wins. I think Saruman's technically better.
I think Saruman's better.
But he would be my favourite probably.
Very good.
So I was at my house filming, so we're able to do mine.
Yeah. I can send you a picture and you can edit it in.
Don't wanna. Oh, alright.
My favourite one of the year is the one that won an award. On the screen now as I speak over it.
It's not like gambling rubbish.
It's a picture of gambling holding a Royal Standard of Rohan. Yay! And I did this for the painting competition. It was at the
Desolation Stop.
the Desolation
Yeah, it's the first one.
The first one, which Sam Page of Mid Sussex Wargamers ran. And that was a fantastic competition where Steve Crow's Sauron throttling Gil-galad whilst he was on fire, I think, took the overall award, but special mentions to Matt Davies' Bomber with Horn and James Baldwin's Radion Eagle, because they were also awesome. So I didn't end up winning, but that was because those 3 chaps had put in some simply outstanding entries. But yeah, I was very pleased with that.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't think there's one that's close to that. I've been mainly doing my Hunter Orcs, Gundabad's. Pretty pleased with the Hunter Orcs. And from hero point of view, I did Bolgfoot and Mounted. I'm quite pleased with them. But they just don't have the same intricacy as the gambling one to beat that.
So what was your hobby project this year?
Well, I think at the start of the year I didn't have any Gundabads or Hunter Orcs painted, so it was pretty much all of those.
Yeah. And you've got now like a big army.
Yeah, I don't know how many exactly, but I reckon definitely 1,000 points of Hunter Orc Gundabad stuff.
And we were kind of doing this opposing angle on it, that mine,
Yeah.
I then didn't have an elf army painted at the start of the year. I had 10 Mirkwood Rangers. And this year, as you've seen in my hobby vlogs, I've done all the Mirkwood Elves and all the Palace Guard, and that's now pretty much complete as you watch this. So we've kind of created these 2 armies, and we were saying at some point, hopefully in the not too distant future, we're going to do a battle report, because people have asked for this in several videos. It's going to be Tom's Gundabad 2015 army against my Mirkwood 2015 army, and see how they fare in a battle report.
Yeah, and please bring the new Thrundle so that there's no terror tests.
Well, he's on an elk now, got it painted.
Yeah. So yeah, those were our favourite painted stuff. Okay, so to finish off, we're going to talk about our favourite videos on the GBHL channel. Either ones we've been involved with making or filming, and then ones that we just enjoyed watching that we weren't involved with.
I suppose this has been we're talking about Hobbit highlights and stuff, this has been a fairly consistent thing of like doing these videos, like doing the, working on the channel and finding another outlet for our hobby.
So, first favourite videos that you've made, or do you want to...
Don't mind.
Palantir episode 19.
Yeah,
what an episode.
I'm obviously getting rid of the Palantir and the hobby vlogs and stuff. I really enjoyed the Man of War ones.
Yeah.
That was something different.
They were cool.
Doing a kind of Man of War intro, not so much the intro because that was just me chatting, but the battle reports.
Yeah.
And they seemed to go down really well. So that was cool.
Good.
So that was nice doing that, playing some games, some old games with my mate. And
yeah,
that was good fun. I enjoyed them.
If you've not seen them, check them out. I really enjoyed the Fall of the Necromancer week that we did.
Yeah, that was good.
And I especially enjoyed the Battle Company we did, which
Battle
was...
Report.
Battle Report, yeah, Battle. I think that would be one frightening Battle Company, all the wizards.
Damn Throne Sphere.
That was a great game. So yeah, and this cheating Sterling war game with dice count.
I liked the, it was 22 or something. I liked the narrative Fellowship of the Ring games I played in.
Yeah, so did I.
Particularly, I really really enjoyed the last 3 I did with Steve, the Am and Hen ones.
Yeah.
That was cool because I love Am and Hen so much. So, I enjoyed playing those out, and they all
really
went
good.
very cinematically. Very cool.
You and I really enjoyed my day in your hobby room with Jamie when you were out, filming a lot of those as well.
That's cool. Battle Companies recently.
Yeah, the Battle Companies was really good fun that day. I really enjoyed specifically my Azog's Hunters Warband's journey over the 3 episodes where they raided the town, then saved their injured captain from the same town, and then went to assault Edoras in the final one, which was
an optimistic gambit for
Yeah.
7 orcs.
I think that was an outstanding series of 3 videos for Battle Companies.
We you might not. I don't know how much you really pick up on this, but the vast majority of Battle Company Series 2 was filmed on a day. It was the day before Nova, so the end of August or start of September. They were all filmed, and then we filmed the last one of James's when we got back from Nova. So we haven't. Even as you watch this, I think they'll still be coming out. You'll probably be about to get to the final.
Yeah.
And it's weird for us because we haven't. People were talking about it at the league final, and we haven't seen or been involved in them in like 3 months.
Yeah.
So except Jamie, obviously, who's been doing a great job editing them. And then we got together at the league final for the big final. And I'm obviously not going to do any spoilers here because I obviously don't know which way. But that was great. The last video, the Battle Companies final, I think is brilliant. Yeah. That was really good.
I mean, the only trouble you could have is the background noise.
Yeah.
But it was a great game.
It was really good. I think that was quite good. It was nice doing something with the 4 of us. And thankfully we just about managed to find a time. So that was very odd going back to returning to Battle Companies 3 months after we'd done it.
Yeah. I also really enjoyed my Nova Open battle reports with Rob and with Adam. Yeah. So you'll have seen 2 of these. Shout. I did one on the Goblin Town board with Adam from Canada. From the...
That's the one that hasn't gone up yet, isn't it?
That has gone up. That was the Goblin Town Hunter Orcs against Rohan.
Right, yeah.
Then the one with Rob where it was essentially Dale, where it was Azog and the Gundabad's attacking Bard, which Jamie did some great job on editing on my behalf with the Super Bard piece. But then there's a 3rd one with Rob which hasn't been released yet, which
is on my computer. I really enjoyed my battle report against Walker, the Goblins, which again is coming, I promise. But, maybe some of them, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And then favourite video to just watch that wasn't you who made it?
I really enjoyed the Scouring the Shire ones between Harry and Jamie. I've been watching them recently. You've probably seen about 2 or 3 of them, but the whole series is on the channel waiting to be published. Yeah. And they're really good.
Harry, I just love it in the first one where he's farming Margaret's dogs and he's just like, woof, go on, get him right.
Have you seen the one with us yet? The 2 drunks?
No.
Have you not seen that? They're I can't remember the 2nd or 3rd one, but you know he's got models of us painted up.
Yeah.
And we're the 2 drunks and we're guarding the house and we do an as yet undetermined quality job at it.
Okay.
It's very good to watch.
Good.
I enjoyed any of the Fellowship of the Ring campaign that I wasn't in, so that I could go and watch it without knowing what's going on.
I enjoyed your Aim on Hen ones. Definitely.
I loved Jamie's journey vlog, which I think might have been the first journey vlog. I can't much remember. The one where he goes to the tournament and then wakes up the next day and stares at the camera and can't talk. You know that he must have seen this. It breaks Jamie.
Mm-hmm.
He wakes up the next morning and he tells the camera, he goes, I'm really tired. Have you not seen it? And he just
I have seen it.
He just like steps forward, like, and then it just cuts.
Yeah.
And it's like he loses the ability to. It's like there's all these comments saying Jamie crashed.
Yeah.
You know, literally like he's spinning out. I love that. Some of the editing Jamie's done this year has been incredible.
Mm-hmm.
On some of the
Yeah.
Bosches and the Wilhelm screams and stuff.
In the fellowship campaign where Frodo gets some shades because he's smashed it and it's cool.
They were cool.
What else?
Yeah. If we're just talking about ours one, I've really enjoyed some of the stuff Steve's done on his channel. That's been cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like seeing that. I like the Mid-Sussex Warmer Games do some good bat raps. Yeah, it's nice listening to tournament reviews and that sort of stuff. I think those are the games that seem to stand out for me as being the most fun to watch. I like anything narrative really, so those kind of series have really appealed to me.
Mm-hmm.
Getting behind those kind of things.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there are other specific videos.
It's hard. I loved James Braun and Jamie Giblin's Frozen Cards unboxing. That was fantastic. Shiny.
James's advertisement for Frontline Gaming Mats, that has to be up there. Did you get that it was Frontline Gaming?
Who are they?
I don't know.
They're going to make it. Yeah, I think those are the ones that jump out.
Yeah, I mean it was cool to have a channel back rep featured through Beasts of War with not there was us two, but James and Jamie with the Edoras back rep. It was cool seeing all those done landings led by Thryden charging forward.
And stopping.
And dying horrendously. Yeah.
Yeah, some of those. Yeah, I think. Has there not been another series? Has Jamie? Oh, the Goblin Town. That was it. That's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the Goblin Town joke when he goes no, with Jamie against Billy, and Billy goes, "No, but you won't. Just move your throne over here, and I'll charge it." He goes, "You won't charge it. I will charge it." And he goes, "All right." He goes, "I lied. I'm the Giblin King."
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Well, he does go back, but that was brilliant. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's it for our. Oh, you've got one more.
Yeah, so time out. It's the last 24. It's the last 12 months.
Yeah, if we're doing it on a 12-month piece, then yeah.
But that was awesome. That was awesome. To go to the One Ring party.
Do you want to show your even awesome?
Oh, I have had it done. Yeah, that's a good point. That's quite timely.
It is indeed.
We obviously went to the kind of One Ring after party. Saw Luke Evans, which was quite exciting.
And
Jamie Bell.
Yeah, that's it.
John Bell, whichever one's not Billy Elliot. The guy who played Bane. Jamie Bell's Billy Elliot, isn't he? I think it's John Bell. And did our little interview for Time Out. And as a momentum, because we obviously kept some copies and it's getting knackered. My mother, sweetie, managed to Memento. Managed to get it framed. So there's our little picture that we were inside Time Out on December the 9th issue 2014, and we had this, and the article that we were in fits on the one page that we read out in some Palantir. There's me and Tom featured in Time Out. That's got to be a highlight of playing with these little. It's like the Nova. It's like playing with your little toy soldiers somehow
I've not
gets you in
found the lady on Facebook either.
a lady on Facebook?
The other person who's pictured.
No. I haven't found her on Facebook.
Well, I just mean we don't know who that is.
Oh no, I have no idea.
But you're going to have a picture of her on your wall now.
Indeed. But yeah, that was a very cool night and a cool little, again,
It was indeed.
memento. But there we go. So I'm sure we will talk for more than an hour, I think.
Yeah.
But who knows how long this is. But just wanted to spend a little time reviewing the year.
Indeed.
And,
Oh, you've not said the views and opinions yet.
they're all ours. Just don't represent the views of anyone. Not Santa's views.
Oh, there we go. Good.
It's got to be Santa today.
Strong. Yeah.
So there you go. We hope you enjoyed this, and we hope you've enjoyed watching the Palantir this year.
Hope you're having a Christmas Freddo to celebrate.
Indeed, and if you have managed to watch this on Christmas Day, thank you.
Yeah.
But if not, we hope this gives you something to watch while you are painting all your brand new toys on the first of the 12 days of Christmas.
Yes.
But we shall see you in the new year.
Yeah.
We're not together now, as I said, we're recording this in advance.
Yeah.
We think we'll either be back, we'll definitely be back by the 15th of January. Yeah. We might be back on the 8th. Yes, it depends when we come back from various holidays and such.
Yep.
So we might miss 2 weeks. But I'm sure you'll understand. It is a tricky time of year to get together.
Indeed.
However, until then, have a very Merry Christmas, a very Happy New Year.
Yep, very Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe.
Support your Hobbit hosts in the links below.
Follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook.
Support your Hobbit hobby.
And happy strategy, Balgaming.
Merry Christmas.